Namaste, my name is Matt and welcome to my Yin Yoga channel. And today it's a Friday, and as usual I like to offer you a class just before the weekend to unwind and relax and transition from the busy week into a relaxing and enjoyable weekend. So today we're going to be working on releasing the front of our thighs, our hips, our groin area. Those are all areas that accumulate a lot of tension. And I'm just going to guide you through a very relaxing Yin Yoga class. So for today's class, we're going to need 2 pillows, if you have them nearby, and a bolster. And that will be it, really. So let's start by sitting up straight, closing our eyes, starting by taking some deep breath in and out through the nose. And as you exhale, imagine yourself getting lighter and lighter. So we're trying to release tension here and unwind from our busy week. So deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Becoming lighter and lighter. Imagining that tension is leaving your body with every exhale. And you should already feel calmer and lighter. And we can slowly open our eyes, and I'm going to invite you to turn onto your knees. And then from here, tucking your toes exactly like I'm doing, we're going to sit up straight and sit down onto our heels. So we're doing a toe squat here. So we're going to aim to stay here for 2 minutes. Now, if this is too challenging for some of you, you can do another asana of your choice if you want to skip this one. But I would encourage you to work on it because we do have a lot of tension in our toes, ankles, heels. And this is a great way to relieve a lot of that tension. It's going to also help us for our next asana. So I know it's not comfortable. A lot of people don't like it, but I've learned to enjoy it. And now I make it part of a yin sequence sometimes. So leaning backward will increase the tension and leaning forward will decrease the tension. So you can always play with your upper body position to adapt and adjust depending on how you feel and where your edge is today. And now we can slowly bring our hands down in front of us, untucking our toes, and then leaning back onto our heels. Just taking a moment here, you should feel a light stretch in the front of your shins. So closing your eyes, taking a few breaths, you can lean back a little bit if you want to increase that stretch in the front of your shins. You can move a little more back if you want. And you can move really back and put your palms on the ground and lift your knees off from the floor if you wish to. So whatever works for you today. And we can slowly move back forward, releasing that tension. And I'm just going to turn to face you. So we're going to go into the squat position. And this is where you might want to use your pillows. And we're just going to lower ourselves down. You can sit on top of your pillows, placing both elbows inside of your knees. And you can put your palms together like this. Just working on opening up again your ankles, your inner groin. This posture is something we can do very easily when we're kids, but it tends to become challenging when we're older. And that's because we work seated too much and we lose our flexibility. And from here, if you want, you can place your palms on the floor, leaning forward. Deepening the sensations you are experiencing. Depending on your tightness level, you might bring your forearms all the way to the ground. This might be really challenging for a lot of you, so don't worry about it. Just keep working at it. It'll get better. You might want to take the pillows aside. Try to see if you can go deeper into it. Just listen to your body and wait for your body to invite you to go deeper before you try anything else. And from here, you can walk your hands forward, moving your knees down, closing your hips very slowly, and then coming to the kneeling position for a moment. Just taking a few seconds here to notice how you feel. You should already notice some openness in your inner groin, your hip area. And from here, when you're ready, I'm going to invite you to open your knees as wide as you can. And then you can sit down on your heels. You can use pillows to put them underneath for support. And then we're going to sit up straight. So you should already feel some stretching and pulling in your inner groin. So just kind of sit comfortably on your pillows, close your eyes. And then bring back your focus to your breathing. In Yin Yoga, sometimes we wonder if we're doing the asana right. The moment you are experiencing some form of resistance and you find your edge, you just have to hold stillness there, and that's it. And that's where you will reap the benefits of Yin Yoga. It doesn't need to look a specific way because we're all different. Some of you might have their knees really wide apart, some of you are really close by. So be kind on yourself and don't compare yourself to anybody else. This is your Yin Yoga practice and you are doing this for you. So embrace your edges and work with your own limitations. So staying in this position, we're going to grab our hands and rotate them outwards until our palms are facing forward. We're going to place them on the floor in front of us, and then we're just going to move back a bit to stretch our forearms and our wrist flexors. So just kind of like put them down and then lean back a bit, and once you start feeling some resistance, just hold it there. And we can slowly release our wrists, and now we can bring the bolster in front of us. So trying to bring our knees a little wider if we can. We're going to take one big inhale, and on the exhale, walk your hands forward and and come all the way down onto the bolster. So you're trying to increase the tension in your inner groin, yet you're using the bolster to relax and to really let go. Let go of tension. Let go of the stress of the week. Let go of any problems or worries that you have. And just really be in the moment with me today. And on your next exhale, you can start pushing through your hands, coming all the way up, and then closing your knees and sitting back for a moment. You can place the bolster aside for now, taking a few breaths here. And from here, we're just going to turn onto our knees. You can put the pillows aside if you want. Keep them just beside your mat. And we're going to bring our left knee behind our left wrist, extending the right leg. You can grab the left ankle with the right hand, moving your shin forward. And then we're just going to sink our hips forward and down, staying upright like this at first, allowing our left glute to open up. And when you're ready, you can lower yourself down forward onto your elbows. You can flare them out, placing one palm on top of the other, and then bringing your forehead to the back of your palms. can push through our arms, coming all the way up. Taking a little moment here again. And on your next exhale, you can bring that left leg back. And we're going to switch into bringing our right knee behind the right wrist, extending the left leg back, grabbing the right ankle with the left hand, moving the shin forward, and then just sitting up straight like this, moving our hips forward and down, letting our right glute open up on its own time. So on your next exhale, you can lower yourself forward again on your forearms, flaring out your elbows, placing your palms one on top of the other, and then bringing your forehead to rest on the back of your palms. So we can take one big inhale. And on the exhale, we can push through our palms and hands, coming all the way up. And just holding it here for a little moment. Noticing how you feel. And embracing the release that today's yin practice is offering you. And when you're ready, you can bring that right leg back, coming into your knees. And from here, I'm going to invite you to bring the bolster to the base of your spine. We're going to keep the left leg bent and just rolling on to the right a bit. We're going to open up our right hip so the knee should point directly to the right, and then your right foot should be in contact with the inside of your left knee or left thigh. So from here, I'm just going to grab this. So from here, we're going to kind of square off our hips, and we're going to lower ourselves down onto the bolster very slowly. So we're trying to stretch the front of the left thigh. So once you're all the way down, just allow your body to open up on its own terms. Do not force anything. Do not try to resist anything. Just allow everything to settle as it wish. You can turn your palms to face the ceiling and just surrender to gravity from here. So when you're ready, you can kind of turn a little bit to the right and then pushing through your elbows, coming up in a 45-degree angle to release the tension on your left leg. And then we can swing it forward. And then now putting the pressure on your glutes, we're just gonna roll onto the left hip, bringing that right leg back. And then just squaring it off with the left leg. So keeping the left knee pointing outwards to the left side of your mat. You're going to bring the left foot inside your right thigh and replace the bolster on the base of your spine. Taking one big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to lower ourselves down very slowly. Your right knee might come off the floor at first. That's okay. You might feel some pulling on the front of your right ankle. That's okay as well. And then just surrender again to the power of gravity. Do not resist anything. And bring your focus to your breath. reminding yourself to let go with every exhale. So one big inhale, exhale, let go of the resistance you're experiencing, the tension, the worries. Inhale and exhale, let go. And when you're ready, you can roll to the left side, putting the pressure on your left forearm and elbow, and then moving forward in a 45-degree angle, swinging that right leg in front of you, and then turning onto your glutes. And then bringing the left leg forward. You might want to just wiggle them a little bit, just like this. Moving your ankles in a circle if you want. And then you can open up the flesh of your glutes. I'm just gonna sit up straight for now. You can place the bolster in front of you on top of your legs, just like this. And we're gonna take one big inhale. And on the exhale, we're gonna walk our fingertips forward and allow our spine to curve. So we're trying to create some space in between our vertebrae, releasing our low back and getting into a hamstring stretch. You can rest your forehead onto the bolster and then focusing on your breathing. If you're really flexible, you can take the bolster aside and bring your head all the way down to your knees, depending on what you're able to do. And on your next exhale, you can walk your fingertips back. And then we're going to bring the bolster back at the base of our spine. And we're just going to lower ourselves down onto the bolster, bringing the sole of our feet together, going into reclined butterfly pose. So from here, palms facing towards the ceiling, allowing your shoulders to hang on both sides of the bolster, allowing gravity to pull your knees down. Just gonna breathe and really enjoy this, the last asana before Savasana. And from here, we can close our knees very slowly, extend our legs in front of us, pushing ourselves up with our arms. And then we can bring the bolster around and underneath our knees. And we're just going to lower ourselves down into Savasana. So using the bolster just to relax. And coming all the way down, completely still onto the floor. So this is a great place to remain still, to notice how open you feel, noticing the release of tension in your body and mind, and thanking yourself for taking the time today to join me on this Yin Yoga class. So at this point, you shouldn't look at your TV anymore. You should really be into your own mind with your eyes closed. Just being completely still on the mat with me. Knowing that we are doing this together today and that we are connected even though I'm far away from you. I am right here in the moment with you. And we're working together on feeling better. And if you want, you can come all the way up to the seated position with me, or I'm going to invite you to stay into Savasana if you feel like it. So I hope you really enjoyed today's Yin Yoga class with me. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do so. It's a great way to support me, and it's a great way to be up to date with all my new classes and everything that I provide to the Yin Yoga community here on YouTube. You can also share the class with your friends and family members, or you can donate to my PayPal account at your own will and desire whenever you feel like it. It's always much appreciated. It's a great way to support the free content that I put out for you guys since I don't have a yoga studio. So let's bring our palms at our heart, allowing our shoulder blades to drop down and back, releasing our trapezius muscles, closing your eyes. So we're going to take 3 big inhale and exhale together before the weekend. So let's take the biggest inhale we can and exhale all tension. Allow everything to drop down. Become very light. Big inhale again. And exhale. Big inhale. And exhale. So until next time, Namaste. Have yourselves a great weekend. I'll see you next week. Bye.